Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2v2 Showdown!
Look at those miners, man is as well, legend out-tanking man here. There's the rockets, the flag is all the way inside that one factory out of the way, but on the back of that, legend getting his just good check. Rocco try to push it, but pulls back up.
Here we are here in our next game, right on time as the time takes in 3 a.m. on my clock. Oops. It's gonna be Team NL against Team Hardcore or Die, comprising Team NL comprising of Mr. Palacio. Where is he? On the right hand side here. His teammate Collective across him as the allied player, against Team HC or Die, which obviously I cannot tell who is who because both of them have the same fucking name. So join me as we try to unsolve this mystery of who is who. Who is who? I could probably tell in terms of tank control and see who it is, but whoever goes allied, that's definitely Sander or HC kid. Whoever stays Soviet will be the one. Yeah, Adam, that's the thing as well. That's why I kind of told them to change it. But we'll allow it for this one because there has been no protest from the other team. But in future games, I do want everyone to be on their normal nick, because there's no telling who might be on whose nick. And it kind of gives an advantage to your team as well, not knowing who's playing against who, especially if both of them going Soviet. So we're having 0 from both ends here. Tim already out with that AFC, gonna snipe that drone. Got double ref here, one ref, one miner doesn't get drone, doesn't make it in time here for the top HC die. It does. Looks like they're gonna double up onto Mikos here. Tim, let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna sell him to be pretty early on. And both HC players are down in the middle along the top side. Tim coming in to help his teammate. Looks like Chris is a green one here. Ooh, Mikos does get taken out. There's tons of fodder there, but I don't think that's gonna be enough for Team Netherlands. Tim still coming in with some reinforcements here. Mikos coming in with some good reinforcements as well. Looks like they do get pushed back, albeit at the cost of a miner. And Tim now with 3 eagles on the board. Eagles will be very useful in this case because one shot of those eagles, 2 kills a rhino, and 1 does put it down to almost half or maybe low health. And that'll leave Mikos the ability to sweep the rest of them up. So along the bottom again, Team 4 full eagles. He did sell his MCV, so he's left on whatever he has. All players did sell the MCV now. There we go. So there's a hidden flat cannon somewhere, yep, behind the barracks. The double up along the top still happening once again here. Same good number of rhinos. Mikos, not that many rhinos though. Seems like Chris is still going in here. Look at that tank control from Chris. Mikos just backing off just a lot at the wrong time there. Where are the eagles to come in and help reinforce? The eagles do lots of chip damage now, but the grizzlies do go down. And Mikos' rhinos does go down as well. Chris with some very good tank control there. Good targeting and good micro. So Tim's gonna try and help out with some Harriers. And the wall factory does get sold there from Mikos. So a very nice tank control there from Chris to target those individual rhinos. Sander on the other hand does expand out before selling. And down they go. That's 1-0 to Team Hardcore or Die. Gunman and Steve having some harsh words in chat. Alright, let's go. Team, game number 2. On to divide freeze, and Chris in yellow, Sander in green, and Miko's top right, and then Tim in top left. So it is a top versus bottom.
Go in your room.
God damn it, guys.
Go.
There we go. Alright, so we know that HC Kid is in the green. HC Kid, Sander, I'm gonna call him Sander. Chris, Silved or Die, down bottom right in yellow. So just so chat and YouTube knows what I'm talking about. Also, I just realized that the chat overlay in my stream is broken. I fucking hate OBS updates, man. OBS updates always fuck up one thing or another for my stream. It's so annoying. It's like super goddamn annoying, man. Fresh cache doesn't work either. My chat is totally gone, man.
Go in your room. Go.
I gotta ban Ludo? Okay. What the fuck? Yeah, not sure why Miko's unallied and allied with Tim there. Anyways, we move on. So Chris getting some miners up, Sander getting some 3. Chris is on 3 as well. Allied Tim does go AFC first, already got Rocketeers out. And we're seeing a flat cannon out from Sander already. Drone in from Miko's doesn't get repaired. And we have a double drone here from Miko's actually. It is a top versus bottom game. So they're trying to push in on Tim. There's a couple of Rocketeers that can deal with it pretty easily. They are allied in game, so I don't know why that happened. So Chris is pressing up onto Miko's there. 3 against 3 with some fodder. Chris is gonna have to micro that. It's gonna be pretty hard while he's moving. Here we go, in comes Tim, all the way from top left down to bottom right. Sander's gonna come in and try and help his teammate here, but Tim getting really out firepowered here with the Grizzlies. Not enough. Not enough. Miko's pushing it down that right hand side as well. So waiting about the Rocketeers down along the back, and that paradrap takes out the oil and the refinery. Looks like Chris now without that refinery, that Rocketeer is doing so much work, and Chris down a refinery and an oil, and Miko's is gonna come in around the back as well with that split. Trying to snap a couple of miners along the way. Sander, not really sure what he's doing. It seems to be all around the place. He was pressing up onto Tim, but didn't really push in, even though he does out-tank him. And now he's gonna come in and join his teammate on the right hand side. Tim follows shortly in around the back as well. The War Factory is gonna go down. Tim coming in to help as well. Rocketeers does go down from that flag on bottom left. And looks like that reinforcement from Tim will help because a defend here. Pedro coming in from Tim as well from on that War Factory. Oh, Adam! Oh my god! It is the Adam himself. Holy shit, Adam, I'll get back to you later. So Tim and Miko's here along the top, still holding on pretty well. Chris did lose that oil and refinery down towards the bottom. Sander as well, he was trying to push it up onto Tim, but he could have just fell a little bit back. He wasn't really confident in pushing in. That allowed Tim to push onto the right hand side to help his teammate, and then Sander had to follow behind him. No Rockies there from Tim. Not yet. That's a very nice War Factory placement there from Tim down on top right. Adam, we missed you, buddy. God fucking damn it, bro. So Tim ready up on the lab. Engagement down on top right here. Chris still pushing in onto Miko's, but there's pillbox there from his teammates. Gonna get caught in the sandwich here. Sander pushing in towards the middle. Looks like Sander's making a detour down to that left side. Mirages are coming out for Tim. Miko's still holding on here, but the Mirage is doing so much work, and now the Grizzlies can come in and help him. Nice tank control there from Sander. And now Mikos does push Chris all the way back, and now he can make a push down forward. Both players with good eco. Tim is the one going broke at the moment because he is up on tech. Mikos should be going down Chris. Sorry, Mikos should be doing some damage onto Chris here. Sander pulling back and not really pushing into Mikos' base. Questionable. That's gonna help him to defend with against Mikos, but it does put him closer towards his teammate as well. And now Steffer comes out as well. Bro, we got everyone back in here then. Right drop down on the bottom left does get taken out.
Go in your room. Go.
And Sander's still holding on for his teammate here. Radar out now for Sander to deal with those Mirages. And Tim now with an all purifier.
Go in your room.
That's gonna be pretty useful for him in terms of his eco. Because he's pushing in on the left side, on the right side, sorry. Dogs are shortly flowing in after Sander just sort of pulled back a little bit. MCB cell does go down for Chris. What can Mikos and Tim do here?
Go in your room.
Bro, calm the fuck down, man. And time around all later. There needs to be some chemistry here from both Mikos and Tim. Sander has a good number of rhinos. Chris, I think, could probably go at it.
Go
And the
in your room.
Desos from Sander are far away.
Go.
Tim, just be careful of that Deso bomb. He's gonna get sandwiched here, Tim, if he's not careful. But the Riders are going down one by one. The Riders are going down one by one. And even more Mirages sniping Sander. He doesn't realize it. Oh my god, Sander. Lost 5 to 5, 6, 7 rhinos there. And now he's chasing with those Desos. That's what's in his main base. And Sander moving all the way down to the top left. Elite Mirage coming out. No matter how many Desos Sander has, he doesn't seem to be able to micro this along the way. He lost so many rhinos to those hidden Mirages down in the middle, and Mikos pushing it down towards the right side as well. Chris holding on whenever he can, but he is broke. He does not have the eco for this. But does he have the tank control for this? Does he have the tank control for this? He absolutely does. He pushes Mikos all the way back, but Tim is right there ready to push in, help out his teammate down in his opponent's base, and the last miner will get sniped. Elite coming out now for Chris. Sander coming in from the bottom side to push into a top right against Mikos, but it looks like that might be a wrong idea. Again, the Mirage fight there does not go his way. Tim now with some really good eco from the operator fight does push all the way through, and Sander calls GG. Chris calls GG. And down they go. What a game there, Team Netherlands pulling it back 1-all. Oh, Adam, dude, are you serious? Dude, I'll take that. I'll take that, man. I'll take that, bro. Currently, Turbo is doing a lot of the financial things at the moment, so. And we're looking in the future. We're looking to get the community to sponsor these show matches as well. Dude, I appreciate that. I'm gonna take that into note. If you're still on Discord, man, DM me how much you wanna contribute. Anyways, round to Yin Yang. The heck got vetoed by Mikos. I don't know why, but apparently they did veto a heck. Score's only 1-1. This is RA2. They fixed the overlay on their right hand side, so you can actually see the eco now. Look at that timing from both of them. This uses RA2. Players, teams can agree whether they want to play RA2 or Yuri. If both teams agree to play Yuri, they will. We might shame them, but it's okay. You know, it's okay. Yeah, it is mixed up. It's not a tournament, so it doesn't really matter. Right, so we've got double paras from Tim here on their right hand side. He did go America. People say it's impossible. Yeah, Chris, exactly. I don't think it is. I don't think it is impossible. It's just that people don't have the time to do it. Ooh, what is this NG shenanigans from Tim? Just to repair that drone. That's smart from Tim. Advantages of having an allied player, man. You don't need to get a don't need to get a TurboZboy. Just get a teammate to do an NG IV. Dude, it takes time, and it takes fucking time. It takes time to do all this stuff. Ooh, paratrod on top left from Tim. That oil might be going down. Chris not paying attention that that oil will go down. That oil does not go down. 1 health. Lucky, lucky, lucky from Chris. If this was huge revenge, that oil, that power, and that war factory would have gone down. But a cheeky little IV is coming around the back. It does go into that oil, and Tim does cap that oil from Chris. He's gonna have to retake that with an engineer. Engineer's already out. Chris is gonna secure with those rhinos, I think, to prevent any pillbosses from coming out. Tommy? No, that's not Tommy. That's not Tommy for sure. Chris does get by that oil. Nah, Tommy, that's not you, man. I don't trust that, bro. I don't trust that one bit. No. After this, I don't remember. I'll check later. Do exclamation point showdown schedule. That's who's gonna be up next. Okay, now we have the double paratrod from Tin on top left. That all is surely going down now. Just can't save it this time. The other paratrod does go for that war factory. That war factory does get saved. Meanwhile, Miko's pushing it down towards the bottom left. Don't tell me what you do. Oh, god damn, Adam. So Tim ready up onto the lab. The oil does go down. War factory does not go down. Look at the high ground advantage from Miko's. Sending in the dogs, though the dogs do die valiantly. Mirages on that cliff. I love it. And Chris gonna push him down towards along the top here however he can. Sander doing a good job at holding up against me cause this Sander out tanking me cause at the moment. Yo Ed, if you're in chat, could you verify whether that's the real Tommy? I don't think that's the real Tommy. If I don't like impersonators, so I'll probably just ban that guy if it's not the real Tommy. Yeah, I think Sander is playing a little bit too safe. We've seen this in that previous game as well. He was just sort of waiting passively, not really pushing in and being aggressive. I know as a Soviet player, you do want to push in a little bit more aggressive whenever you can, but I guess when you're playing with someone like Chris, who is very aggressive in his gameplay and has some really good tank control, I guess you can sort of just stay back and be a little bit less aggressive. But I think for a Soviet combo, you need to be aggressive. That's how you get the advantage of especially someone like Tim, who is so aggressive in his allied gameplay right at the start. And look at this setup from Tim. Very, very nice defensive paradox here with that Chronosphere as well. So Chronosphere probably going to be used defensively. Yeah, so it's going to push him back just slightly here. We need some Harriers. So Tim is gonna go to camping route, which is an allied player, not really the worst thing in the world, but Sander, he seems to be camping as well. And Miko's trying to abuse his cliffside here. Again, another paratrod from Ting around the back. Chris sells his MCV, power goes down. And that allows Mikos to push in alongside Tim's base. Drones coming in from Mikos to get rid of the Desos, but they are kinda TT'd. Tim's still waiting here. He needs to push in because Chris might be pushing in here up against Miko. The tank control from Sander is not the greatest there. Miko's gonna be able to capitalize on that side of the pitch. I'm talking football. Of the map, and down goes Sander. Some really good tank control there from Miko's. And Tim doing what he does best and just sitting back and waiting. And Chris calls GG, Sander calls GG. And that's the Team Netherlands combination right there. Very nice tank control from Mikos and that great hold. There's a great hold from Tim. And that's going to be 2-1 now. Turning the tides. Turning the tides.
Player defeated.
And on Coda Speak, we go new series out of Coco Melon. Coco Melon! Do, 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 do. I know, right? I know. I was waiting for something else related to Coco. A different kind of Coco. Which Adam are you? Dude, no, that's the original Joker Love Adam, dude. Alright, so we're on to Coda Speak here. Team Netherlands 2-1 up currently. And teams are, let's look at the starting spots here. It looks to be a corners game here. So Chris on the left side, Sander on the right hand side. Got Mikos along the top and yellow, and Tim going allied once again on the bottom side. So very, very nice matchup here. I do think the AVS allied Soviet combo is still the best combo out there. Let's see what they have to show on Coda Speak. Drones are definitely a big thing here. Tim going 0, EFC immediately coming out. So Sanders going 0 as well. Everyone going 0 here. Drone goes in to Chris's miner. Chris maybe not realizing that the miner is droned. Let's get a 7-0 out. Mikos on the other hand still holding on, but Chris, his teammate Sander, does get his power go down. Chris does save that miner. Another power plant comes up here for Sander, but how long can he hold on for? Chris pushing him onto Mikos. Good defense with that drone. Tim being aggressive once again here. The wall factory does go down from that Rocketeer, and the oh man, the M3 goes down. Sander saying sorry. Chris doing actually a good job against Mikos. But the allied aggression here from Tim
Player defeated.
is something to behold. Down they go. Yeah, look at that. Even Mikos defending well against Chris here.
Player defeated.
GG's being called. It's gonna be 3-1 now to Team Netherlands. Fancy. Yeah, Kane has 3 monitors. That's overkill for someone who doesn't stream. After this, it's gonna be Papa and Nob versus Nick and Necrons. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, to be honest, Adam, I don't know when you left, but I think when you were still active, I just started streaming. I think I just started streaming, and back then I only had like less than 100. Because I started streaming like two and a bit years ago. Then now I'm here. 620 followers deep. I got, I think, 22,000, almost 23,000 views. And we're here. Yeah, I think I was streaming back then, but maybe not that often. Last one, check what the queue. Bro, no, don't do Frank like that, man. Bro, don't do Frank like that, man. No. That's a fucking violation right there, bro. That's a fucking violation right there, bro. Fuck's sake. Anyway, so we're on to cabins now. Team Netherlands here. Tim on the top left. Mikos on bottom left. And Chris top right. Sander bottom right. So, oh Adam, have you heard of Blitz, bro? Bro, Blitz is the shit, man. Blitz is the shit. So one drone in there onto Mikos' miner. Tim does go AFC once again. Chris going 0. Pure aggression here from Chris. Looks like Sander's going 0 as well. Mikos does go 1 miner. He needs to repair that miner, however he is down a couple of rhinos. This sounds fucking awful. Oh boy. Oh, Mikos with that. Sorry, Mikos? I see an MTV cell and I think Mikos. God damn it. So, sign up with that MTV cell. Mikos gonna sell that MTV as well. 2 miners now, 1 miner to get sniped, I think. Chris still hasn't sold that MTV. I think he wants to get another refa before he can sell. In comes the Connie Fodder now. Mikos, can he hold up against her? He's out tanked by a couple. The Rocketeers coming in from Tim does go down to that flag. Defensive Predator coming in from Tim as well. Let's see whether Sander or Mikos has that better tank control. 1, 2, ooh, say still about 7 or 8 rhinos there compared to Mikos' 5. Mikos is broke though. Sander did get 3 miners up before he goes. And the AFK miner from Mikos! This is why he's broke. He's not getting the gems and there's an AFK miner. Adam, really? Mikos doing good? There you go. He finally sees an AFK miner. Tim still holding up against Chris as per usual. Hasn't sold yet. Either of the top players there. Power goes down. Mikos now low power. The fodder slowly coming out. He's so bad, I see. Right there. It's all down to this bottom play here. Whoever loses down bottom will probably be at a disadvantage. And looks like Tim's gonna be the aggressive one again, pushing in defensively with that power drop. Or to defend this power drop to be able to safely deploy. Now that second power drop is coming in. Chris giving maybe a little bit too much space for Tim to push in here, especially with that power drop. It's definitely giving Tim a lot of space here, but the Deso is right there, which is why he allowed Tim to get that space up. And now he's gonna push back that power drop. Mikos finally making a move here. He's gonna snipe those miners. Sorry, Sander making a move here. He's out tanking Mikos by so much here. Simply because Mikos was so broke for such a long time. He didn't have the eco to keep up with it. And down goes Mikos. Sander and Tim, Chris and Tim on the other hand. Grizzlies up against Rhinos. Flag does get sniped. Mikos goes GG. Sander calls GG. Tim, can he survive against the Soviet onslaught? We got Rocketeers coming in, hovering over them, but the Grizzlies are shit as always. And down they go, they're doubling up onto Tim. And Team Netherlands goes down. That's gonna be 3-2 now. Team Hardcore or Die pulling it 1 back onto the board. Not over just yet. Not over just yet. I don't think Gene is participating at all. Yeah, Gene still plays regularly. Regularly. I don't know whether he still lives in Leeds. I think he's still in the UK. Alright, Strongholds. Fortunately, Sander does not have much time left, so it is still a match point here for Team Netherlands. If the game does go on, if Chris and Sander does win this, we will postpone this to tomorrow. Or just replay that one game. But we'll see. We'll see. So Team Netherlands here. Tim on to the bottom left. His teammate, Lacio, on bottom right. There we go. Chris on top right, sorry, and then Sander down on the up on the top left as well. So each player is getting their oils, and we'll see how the allied play actually comes into fruition here. This is the updated strongholds, which is where the gems are a little bit closer for the top side of the player, because the bottom obviously had a much better spot, because you can get to your gems a lot quicker than the top spot can. But let's see how it goes here. Tim again going 1 and sending that MCV over to the gems. I think it's gonna double up onto Chris. Sander going 1 miner. Tim going 1, Mikos going 1 miner as well. And same with Chris, who is getting droned here at the side. He needs to target that drone miner at least. So a couple of Grizzlies just for that miner that did not get sniped, but does he does lose that miner. He does get a bank though. He does bank that miner for losing, so Chris does lose 1 miner. Tim again gonna change it up and pressure on top left now. Sander pulling away with those miners, coming back to defend. Because on the other hand, does have a couple of rhinos. He's still chilling. And we're still yet to see whether anyone will go forward here. Tim did move his MCV, of course. Second drone attempt here by Sander, and it goes into Mikol's miner. Get that expansion around the back as well. Power drop along the oil from Tim. These battles have been so detrimental here. And I don't think Chris realizes it. Chris definitely does not realize that power drop up there. He's gonna lose that for sure. He's gonna send a couple rhinos there. Can he make it before it goes down? Nope, he will not. He chooses to leave it down. And down goes another oil here for Chris. Tim and Mikos both have a decent number of units up, including Rocketeers from Tim, which can sort of dash around everywhere and suddenly be up in your backside. And they're wondering what the hell happened there. So Tim's spinning up the left and the right side here. Mikos seems to be pushing in onto Chris. Tim is going to help with that split as well. Seems like Sander's going to split too and sort of even up the numbers here. Mikos and Tim combining here, but Chris a little bit too far away. They're going to combine together. Back at the same time is still very, very tense here, boys. Match point still.
96 says Matt Bale.
Yep. Oh, nice double drone there from Sander into Tim's Grizzlies. We got a second one coming out here on the right side. Still big chilling. I drop around the back here from Tim. That's gonna pull away some micro from Sander. Does he have a sentry gun up? But Tim, does he instant deploy? He does not instant deploy. Finally, he does deploy it. Alright, will be the next target here. Chris selling that MCB. Miko's gonna pick a push forward. Does he have the micro? Connie's out there for fodder. Looks like Mikos will win that fight on the right hand side here. Chris gonna pull back. Wall factory goes down. No production left for Chris except for that barracks. He's gonna push all the way through here, Mikos. Meanwhile, Tim is still holding up against Sander here, keeping Sander busy so he doesn't help his teammate. Meanwhile, Mikos spinning up again, trying to hit those miners on that left side. And then going on their top right hand side as well, finishing up Chris. Sander still posing up onto Tim. But realistically, he is out-tanked. And his teammate did go down, and Tim just going in without a care in the world. No tank control needed. He called GG, Sander. Chris is gonna call GG as well.
Player defeated.
And down they go, Team Netherlands.
Player defeated.
The Seals on forward, 4-2 the final score.